My God, I've never seen anyone do what you just did.
It's okay, Lieutenant. You're safe.
I tried, Batman. I tried to help, but I wasn't strong enough.
It's not your fault.
Wherever flames may rage, give me strength to save a life. Those ain't just words. We're supposed to live them. Find the others, please.
Wait here. An officer will take you to safety. I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I'm very confident.
He went nuts after we lost the launcher. I've seen him lose it before. There's no stopping him. You just gotta pray.
Unexamined life is not worth living, Detective, and I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down.
Oh, yeah, alright.
The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Don't leave me hanging, Detective. The answer is right above your nose. Your nose. Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. Careful, Detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside. that, man. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances. Freedom. Trade with my friends. You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robot. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. Careful, Detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside.
I did it! I actually did it! I mean, of course I did. Good. As expected.
You to destroy the robot. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Not quite, detective. To have scratched your car. I'd swap insurance details, but I expect you'll be dead by morning. Barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on way out. Between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Which cabinet, kitty cat?
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating.
Game, set, and match to me. The Riddler.
Hey, can't we play a different game?
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
Batman's not finding the Cloudburst. No way he can search the entire city in time. He'll know where it is when the time's right. So let me get this straight.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. The mark.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Don't be afraid, Dark Knight. Just step into the light. Oh, what a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it. Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you. to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist. Twist.
There, Selena.
Done on this side.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
Smash it. About time.
isn't it?
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we...
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up, but just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and... well, before I knew it, one thing led to another, and, you know. Thing is...
Ranelagh Ferry
Sally and
Terminal.
I just want you
Okay,
to be
Riddler.
happy.
This game ends now.
Just look at how you feel while you still can, because when I take over your body and lock you away in a tiny little corner of your mind, I'll kill her first.
Two-Face's hitting banks? Smart. You're the dumbass who doesn't understand how fractions work. What? Fractions? It's not about fractions, it's about sounding cool. All I'm saying is that he's got one face. One. It's just in two halves.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph, so I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Tudelberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster. Drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. Where did you learn how to drive? Of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanism now. Controlling mechanism. A mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Come on, detective. Back to the start of the course. I want you to know, detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Don't worry, detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Oh dear, you seem to have failed. Is the vehicle to blame or the driver? Probably both. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Another attempt? My, but you're optimistic. I want you to know, detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Goodbye. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. You are defeated. Too slow, Dark Knight. Too slow.
Too slow.
detective? I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you. Careful, Dark Knight. That car has some value, even if you don't. Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. God, I mean, I knew you'd fail. Never doubted it for a moment. Like it hurt. Did it? Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Do you think he's smart enough, Cat?
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Photographic memory, detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.